You're sitting in your sociology class and your professor brings up the topic structural functionalism, which is a theoretical perspective that sees society not so much in chaos, but instead as a system of parts working together to keep society stable and ordered. Let's step outside the classroom for a moment to see how this plays out in the real world. Every morning on my way to work, I pass by familiar scenes. Kids waiting for the school bus, a long line at Dunkin' Donuts, a series of stoplights, and a few quick hellos and good mornings to coworkers on my way to the office. To most people, these are just routines, but to the structural functionalists, they reveal how society is held together. The school bus connects family, education, and the economy, allowing parents to work longer and children to be educated not only in academic subjects, but society's dominant values. The line at Dunkin' Donuts and the traffic lights reveal how things like the economy, government, and culture are dependent on things like routine, exchange, and shared rules. Each keeps moving predictable and life running on time. And those quick hellos showcase workplace culture in action. These are small rituals that create a sense of belonging and allow the organization to run smoothly. When all these parts work together, society feels both predictable and balanced. But when they don't, it begins to falter. And this tension between order and disruption is both the strength and weakness of structural functionalism. By the mid-20th century, sociologists began noticing these limits. They began asking harder questions, such as whose stability and at what cost. So, while structural functionalism may be able to explain stability well, it has a harder time explaining things like power, social change, and inequality. It also assumes that every part serves a purpose, including things like poverty and exclusion, which can justify the suffering of some people to the benefit of other groups. And as C. Wright Mills warned, structural functionalism can become so abstract that it lives more in the mind of the theorists using them than in the actual lived reality of the people that they're studying. Yet it still leaves us with something valuable. It showcases how everyday routines and major social institutions depend on each other to keep society running.